Hi guys, so before we begin, I'm trying something a bit different. Usually when I do gaming videos, I talk about several topics, so I'm keeping that unscripted old YouTube style. I'm still gonna do that, I got my game up, but here's the issue. I spent like 20 minutes rambling in this really clunky and directionless manner. 1 second, I'm talking about one topic, and then bam, I'm talking about another, completely unrelated sometimes. However, this time I'm going to focus on one topic and one topic only. And today, that's the 2026 Chicago White Sox. Welcome to Elite Talks. This is episode 1, but before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is click a few buttons, and let's get to it. So, I took a bunch of photos from Fangraphs, Pipeline, etc. because I can't, play this game and search up things at the same time. So, it's mostly unscripted, but I do have to have a few pages up so I know what I'm talking about and referencing stuff. But anyway, let's start this podcast thingy. So right now, Fangraphs has all the opening day rosters out, all the rosters here, and we added a lot for a team that sucks. Garbage. But anyway, so right now, looks like our leadoff hitter is Chase Mydroth. We got Kyle Teal. He was the second best hitter after Colson Montgomery. I had no idea we drafted him in the first round. I thought because we made like a fire sale in 2023. We got rid of Giolito. We also sent Lopez. We sent both of them to the Angels. And then we got rid of Lance Lynn. And then there's other trades to Eloy Jimenez, and right now, just recently we did a trade to the Mets. We sent Luis Robert, and no guys from the 2021 roster are there. No more. So, we reset a few years ago, then we had that 121 loss season, and right now we made a couple of significant moves. So, first up, let's start with I already went over Luis Robert. We got Luis Angel Acuna. We got another Luis. Okay, I have to collect 140 of these things. Oh, God. Oh, but anyway, I think they come out really quickly. But anyway, you got him, and then there's Austin Hayes. He was about a few weeks ago. Now, he is an all-star. He was 3 years removed from an all-star. In 2023, he hit 1667. 2024, he was how many games did he play? He played only 85 games, so it's a small sample size, but he did have a slump. And then in 2025, he did rebound back. He hit 15 home runs and 64 RBIs. Honestly, looking at his last year's stat, ignoring 2024, even with 2024, honestly, this is gonna be a bit. Oh, it's timed. Okay, come on. Even with 2020, the 2024 season, 6 million is. Oh my God, 6 million is quite the bargain. I thought we got him for pretty cheap. Nowadays, these types of hitters are going for at least $10 million a year, and that's the lower end. I mean, I get he's not making eye-popping stats, he has a negative 3.1 WAR, but he had 0.8 WAR this year. But again, I guess his skill sets are a bit different. Let's look at his defense. His defense is okay, I'm really getting off track, man. Alright. Okay, let me try. Oh my God. So, that happened. Anyway, I'm looking at Austin Hayes on Baseball Savant. His arm strength is insane. It's 88 percentile. The value, not so much. His sprint speed is fine. But he's okay in batting. His barrel rate is great. That's good, but he strikes out a lot, and his base running is decent. But honestly, I think like that around 8 million. Upon further analysis, like 68 million is pretty good a bargain for him. It's a good salary, but man, I'm just thinking about this. We got Miguel Vargas and Lenyn Sosa. They strike out a lot, and this guy strikes out like at least strikes out not a lot, not like Munetaka Murakami. He he's the biggest free agency guy we got, and apparently this guy was hyped up crazy, but then when he actually comes to him actually comes to evaluating him, it turns out he goes to the White Sox of all teams. But hey, we'll take it. We will take it. So there is no baseball savant for him because he was in Japan. But but there was a lot of reasons why he wasn't given a huge salary. I mean, he was injured this year. He had a small sample size, and then he wasn't at his peak performance in the years prior. I know 2022 was what really put him on the map, but looking at 2025, he was on pace to hit like 50 home runs a season. But you know what? You know what's really his biggest weakness? It's strikeouts. We've heard this a ton. It's been parakeeted all over the internet, but man, I'm just starting to realize him, Hayes, Vargas, and Sosa, if they all play a significant ton of games, they're going to strike out a ton. All those guys are going to have like at least 100 strikeouts. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen, but we are definitely collecting a bunch of guys who strike out a ton. And even then, like, let's look at Colson Montgomery. You see that he has struck out 83 times in 71 games. And looking at his baseball savant page, he is terrible when it comes to striking out. He's really poor. He chases quite a bit. He has a whiff rate of 31% and a 31.5, sorry, and a K rate of 29.2. And he does walk quite a bit every 1 in 10 walks. But that being said, at least he's hitting 21 home runs in 71 games. He's also got a 3.3 WAR. I'm not saying he's bad, but looking at this entire roster with now we got Colson Montgomery playing a full season, Munetaka Murakami, and Austin Hayes, and you had a team that struck out around middle of the pack. They could be the highest. They're going to have the most strikeouts in 2026. So that is something I want to watch for. That is something I hope is resolved as, especially Montgomery. That's something I hope is okay. I'm trying to concentrate. That is something okay. That is something I hope is resolved. Again, I'm really sorry about that, but let's look at the pitching. We got a couple pitchers. We got Anthony K, Sir Anthony Dominguez, and Sean Newcomb. We got them for like, okay, 20. We got them for combined like 50 million. That's a lot for the White Sox. They really need to spend more. But let's look at both guys. In Sean Newcomb, he's supposed to be average. Yeah, he usually as you can see here, he doesn't get he has had a lot of negative seasons with negative. Well, this season he was okay. He had a 1.6 WAR and he had a ERA of 2.73. I mean, oh my god, like 2022 was terrible. Though to be fair, he only pitched he hasn't pitched like a lot. Looking at this, he has not pitched at least it's in 2025 he pitched 92 innings. It's like the most he's pitched since 2018. So hopefully that stays. But knowing the White Sox, but again I'm hopeful. Now let's look at his baseball savant page. Now Sean Newcomb, he one thing he does good is that he gets a lot of ground balls. No one's hitting a lot of home runs. His barrel rate is 5.7. His hit rate is 38%, but 41.8%. But most of them are either ground balls. So I guess he's average. He's not supposed to be a long term solution. To be fair, I'm not sure if any of the signings are supposed to be long term solutions, except maybe Murakami. But let's go to Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's been around longer than I thought. He's mostly stayed a reliever, unlike Newcomb, who used to be a starting pitcher. He has a pit. He, on the other hand, he's had a decent season. He doesn't have negative WAR seasons where he basically, I guess, isn't doing. He does okay. He's not doing subpar. He's not falling off a cliff like Newcomb did. But in 2025, he saw much improvement. I guess the 2024 Orioles and 2025 Blue Jays gave him some playoff experience. And the Phillies. I can't believe I forgot that. Remember him pitching in the 2022 World Series. And looking at his stats, he sure does give a ton of strikeouts. Look at this. He has pitched a total of 306 innings. 36. He's given up 360 strikeouts. He's essentially pitching like, I don't know, 10 strikeouts a game. Uh, if he played all 9 innings, he would be giving up 10 strikeouts a game. And we paid $10 million for him. Going to his baseball savant page, his ERA is high. His batting average is high. He's 3.26 ERA in 2025, 198, a fastball of nearly 98. Average exit velocity is under 88 miles per hour. He gets a ton of strikeouts. Ton of guys. He does give a couple of walks. I'm not gonna lie. He gives let's go back to his stats here. He gives a ton of walks. Look at these. He gave 36 walks last season. That's like 79 for 36. That's another thing. The pitching is second in walks given up, 24th in strikeouts. The whip is really high. We are 26 with a 1.36. And ERA finally. ERA we are 20th. So I don't think these are long-term signings. But I do like the signings we made. Even Sir Anthony Dominguez is underrated. Sean Newcomb, he's like a bridge player. We also, as I said, oh my god, this is a crazy. This thing's timed. Again, terribly sorry about that, but let me try to focus here. So, as I was saying, we have a bunch of guys in the pipeline as pitchers. Mike Vassell and Shane Smith, they look good. So I think, as I was saying, our pipeline has a ton of pitchers. We got a couple of pitchers in the top 100 prospects, including Noah Schultz. He's a local, homegrown talent. So there's that, and then again, Mike Vassell and Shane Smith are there. Looking at last year's roster, we aren't we're not horrendous. The team is horrendous. We won 60 games, but the pitching looks promising, which isn't saying much. But as a White Sox fan, we're not expected to contend for a wild card spot, not even close. So we're taking what we can get. I also want to give a shout out to Jordan Leisure. He's a closer. He has a 0.7 WAR, but he's down 392. Not too good, but I will say this: he does he does give a ton of strikeouts. He gave like 80 strikeouts for 64 innings, and he has only 7 saves. Honestly, looking at this White Sox team, we have let's count here. 7, 4, 2, 2, 1. That's alright. Sorry about the birds. I don't know if you can hear them. That is 16 saves. That is not a lot. Though, again, we did win 62 games, but that is not a lot. So yeah, I also tried to find here if the how young this roster is. I couldn't find anything. It doesn't rank us based on youth. Some teams that are in the younger half include the Tigers, Pirates, Cardinals. Obvious teams that are expected because like the Pirates and Cardinals are rebuilding, but also the White Sox. But then again, like the rookie we have this year is 26. He's probably gonna be 27 this season. So yeah, definitely not young for sure. I mean, there are a lot of prospects who start this age, to be honest, but not that young. So yeah, that's it for the White Sox. They don't look to have a winning season. 70 wins is definitely possible. I wouldn't be surprised if they even got like 72 wins. That puts you at 90 losses. That's like a 10-game improvement. Remember the White Sox did something similar. They went like 62 in like 2018, and then they went 70. Dude, maybe this is mirroring that. I mean, the White Sox, in 2018, and then 2019, and then 2020 they made the playoffs. And then 2022 uh they disappointed and never looked back so who knows? Let me do the math. So 2020, that means 2028 and 29 we make the playoffs, and then 2031 we tear it all down and do a fire sale. I mean, obviously, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think like 2030 is when we. Honestly, 2029 is a good prediction on when we make the playoffs. I mean, we right now are in a hole so deep, like it's gonna take at least a few years to dig it out. I mean, 41 wins. That was a record, as you all know, and that was basically the low point. Right now, we're on a steep incline, but steep isn't like. But that's because like we lost 41 games. Like we're not going to make the playoffs next year, if you know what I mean. But anyway, what are some other predictions that I have for the other teams? Okay, I think. Do I just like? Oh, what's this? Again, terribly sorry. No. Okay, I can't. Okay, as I was saying, the other teams are. I don't think the Braves will make the playoffs. I'm sorry. I just don't see it in them. I do see them having a winning season, like 83, 84. Bandito camp? No camp? Huh? You basically kicked them out. That sounds very familiar to our history. But anyway, uh, I don't think that's how camping works. But anyway, the Braves are going to. They're not going to make the playoffs. They might be 7th seed, or they might even tie with the 6th seed, but they won't make it. I'm sorry about that. No, the Mariners are getting the number 1 seed. That is not a hot take. That is probably expected of Seattle. I mean, but then again, with all the improvements Toronto has made, you'd think that Toronto would probably improve by a ton. I mean, what did Seattle do? They just re-signed Josh Naylor, as far as I'm aware. But all right, okay, there we go. So those are just 2 predictions I have. I have an entire. Okay. Oh, we liberated the gnomes. I have an entire prediction, but I'm too busy to go through that. I have schoolwork, and I'm also working on the spring training video. I will get that out on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. And alright, I think that's it. That's enough for a Nomad. Okay, let's enough to okay. So yeah, I will get the other 19 I'll get the other 11 goose food and get to 140 berries and beets, sorry. So that means that thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm sorry if I'm a little rusty. I'm getting the hang of it, but see you on the other side.